Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin.
Oh, forget it.
Oh, I'm telling you, this is today's Bitcoin news video. I'm glad you're here. This show's all about Bitcoin. It's all about the collapse of the US dollar and all the other fiat currencies. But mostly it's about your future prosperity. And today, look at this. Are you ready for the Bitcoin bull market? I don't know. Are you ready? It seems to be kicking off. It seems to be, because look, the price is 68,500 and right around 68,500. And yeah, look, we're looks like we're going to break up. We're going to pass this high from July 29th, which was 70K. Once we pass that, then the next high we have to take out is this area here, which is about 72K. And then we go for 74K, or just under 74K, which is our all-time high. So yeah, it started. It's showing breakout in the stochastic indicator in the overbought zone. Yeah, this breakout indicates a really strong momentum, sending Bitcoin higher in view of under the overbought status. So yeah, these are monthly candles you're looking at here, and we're breaking above, and it's time. And on the bottom is this stochastic indicator. So yeah, things are looking good. And yeah, this is Tour de Meester. He posted this in 2014. And this is where the price was back then. What was it? I don't know, $500, something like that. And this is the curve that they expected. And it's funny, if you look at it, in 2021, we should have hit 100K. You could see right here. And then in this cycle, it's already right here. It's up to like 600K. So this is looking good. I mean, we all know the last cycle was like a stunted cycle, we think. But yeah, he says we're still on track. This is literally almost 10 years ago, these price predictions, and they're holding true, kind of, for the most part. Here's Carl Menger says, breaking, Bitcoin spot ETFs break all records. Yeah, the spot ETFs are currently experiencing their most successful trading week ever. Around 1.7 billion US dollars have already flowed into the ETFs in just a few days. We could break 2 billion US dollars for weekly today. The weekend's today. It's Friday. So here's the numbers. Look, adoption's picking up. People are getting excited. Here's some more adoption news. Venmo users can now buy Bitcoin and crypto in the USA using MoonPay. Yeah, Venmo has around 60 million active users. Again, this is just for more adoption. Like, this is what's going to happen. All these different apps and platforms are going to start to include Bitcoin. And then as normies wake up and everybody's like, oh, maybe I should get some, it's going to be easier. And this is what's going to happen, especially when the FOMO hits, especially when we get above 100K. Up until 100K, I don't know if the normies are going to wake up. They're going to be like, oh, okay, whatever. But $100,000 is such a psychological barrier. Once we pass that, oof, it's going to be great. Yeah, this guy, poor guy, he was tired of waiting for Bitcoin to jump. Yeah, this is Tom Randolph from July of 2011. Oh my God. He says, well, Bitcoin has stabilized at almost exactly $14 per coin. I'm tired of waiting for a jump, so I'm taking the loss and getting my cash back. Ooh, yeah, I know I've showed this before, but look, wait another 13 years and there's going to be people, I'm going to show a post in 13 years, because that's how long ago this was. It's someone going to be like, oh, Bitcoin's at $68,000. It's not moving. I'm out. I'm selling. And meanwhile, Bitcoin's going to be like, $24 million per Bitcoin, whatever. I thought this was true. We were born too late to explore the seas, too early to explore the stars, just right to fix the money. Bitcoin, yeah, right? I like this. We're going to fix the money. Here's a couple on a date. She says, you'll never buy a house with 0.1 Bitcoin. And the man says, I love that you're so open about your mental illness. I also like just the way he's smiling in the meme is funny too, right? He's like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. All right, now this is a new Tuttle Twins episode. If you're not familiar with the Tuttle Twins, they make cartoons for kids, but it's like good, wholesome cartoons that teaches them real world stuff. It's really good. Very based, really, really good. We play it for our granddaughter, and She loves it. She absolutely loves it. But there's a new episode, the world's first cartoon to teach kids about Bitcoin, inflation, and CBDCs. And I'm going to link to this, but right on Twitter, they put the whole full episode. 22 minutes and 25 seconds. You can watch the whole episode here. You can also watch in different places, like on your TV and stuff. They have an app. Angel Studios, I think, is who makes it. But yeah, they say special thanks to Swan for helping bring this episode to life. And it also features BTC Sessions, Saifedean, Natalie Brunell, and Stacy Herbert, Max Kaiser, a bunch of other people, Peter McCormick. So anyway, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm psyched for it. All right, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. And if you're on Rumble, follow. And let's get into a couple stories about fiat government nonsense for context, because Bitcoin solves these issues.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it really does. Yeah, this is going to be scary. Look at this. These are unrealized losses by U.S. banks. They are 7 times higher than the 2008 financial crisis. This is scary. This is scary. Like, we're literally like on a cliff. No one knows it because the government keeps printing money and everything just keeps riding up. But what they're doing is kicking the can down the road. Eventually, things are crash. And that's why we're into Bitcoin, because we're holding Bitcoin, because Bitcoin obviously has a capped supply and it's never going to crash like fiat. When they print fiat forever and ever and billions and trillions and gazillions, Bitcoin doesn't do that. So yeah, there's a big crash coming. I hope you're prepared. Seriously, you got to think about this. What if the market really, really crashes and the inflation goes hyperinflation? Can you withstand that? Think about it. Talk about it with your family. Yeah, even Michelle Weekly says, I hope you've got Bitcoin. Yeah, $500 billion was added to the national debt in just the last 3 weeks. $500 billion in 3 weeks. Front running the election. The government is out of control. Yeah, the government is out of control. I mean, they've been out of control for a long time. Probably since 1913, mostly. But geez, yeah, look, they're just going to keep doing this. You realize that, right? They're just going to keep printing money and inflating the whole economy until it bursts. Because all the people who are doing that, these rich, not only the politicians, but the people above them who are really in charge, they're printing money just so they can make more money. And they're not only saving money, but they're buying things, buying assets. They're like buying up the whole world. They're printing money to buy up the whole world while you and I sit here and get poorer and poorer. That's why we Bitcoin. All right, this is breaking news now. The BRICS officially unveils demo card for its new payment system, BRICS Pay. Yeah, this is the alliance of countries that does not include the United States, who are going to stop using the US dollar. And this is just a demo card, some mock-ups, but this is happening. BRICS is coming. US dollar is going to tank over the long term. But yeah, thank God Elon bought Twitter so we can finally have a free speech platform. First of all, that's questionable if Twitter is actually free speech. But it's pretty close, or it's leaning that way anyway. But look, this is the point of me showing you this. Yeah. If you don't think the media is coordinated, listen to this.
Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about trouble government, irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
They're literally all reading the same exact script.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
They're claiming that like the independent media is fake news, while they're the ones that are fake news.
Sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets.
Okay, that's enough, but you get the idea, right? This is what the corporate media and the mainstream media are. They're literally just reading orders they got from above. It's like military orders. Here's your orders. Go in front of the camera, read this. And it's not just for this. It's for so many things. So if you don't know yet, all this corporate media and what we call mainstream media, it's not mainstream anymore, by the way. Their ratings are way lower than like Joe Rogan and Tim Pool and all this. Way lower. So it's all garbage. Okay, let's move on. Here's Stacy Herbert. Yeah, this is great. When plunder becomes a way of life for a group of men in a society, over the course of time, they create for themselves a legal system that authorizes it and a moral code that glorifies it. Yeah, this is a great quote. This is what's happened to basically all countries throughout the world, especially the US. It's like the people in charge, they're criminals. They're the worst people. And they set up systems so they can keep stealing from you and holding you down. That's literally what they do. That's literally all they do. So that's why we Bitcoin. Yeah, and here's Trump's top 5 jokes at the Al Smith dinner. I was, first of all, so happy to see this because he really, I don't know, like I wasn't expecting him to say this level of jokes, but it's so good. It's almost like a roast.
I used to think the Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz. Well, I'd better wrap up because Mayor Adams told me earlier that I needed to make this one very quick, especially the city has reserved this room for a large group of illegal aliens coming in from Texas. There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris? Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me. A major issue in this race is childcare, and Kamala has put forward a concept of a plan. A lot of people don't like it. The only piece of advice I would have for her in the event that she wins would be not to let her husband, Doug, anywhere near the nannies. Just keep them alone. That's a nasty one. Chuck Schumer is here looking very glum. Doesn't he look glum? He looks glum. But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
See, like this is good. This is, talk about being relatable to people, right? It's so funny. I mean, I'm sure he didn't write them, right? Someone wrote those jokes for him, but I love it. I like to see it. All right, here's Guy Swan on Nostr posting, this is why Web of Trust is the most valuable use case for Nostr. And what do we mean by Web of Trust is knowing who your friends are, like being involved in communities that you trust. Because look at this. These are reviews of products. Looks like on Amazon, but it's probably everywhere. And look at these reviews down here. As an AI language model, I haven't personally used this product. And then over here, as an AI language model, I don't. So people are now using AI to, like ChatGPT and others, to post reviews for products. So a lot of the reviews are fake, and a lot of things on the internet are fake. There are a lot of trolls and a lot of bots. So we have to really be careful. And Guy Swan says, this will be the thing, in my opinion, that in hindsight will be blatantly obvious. Weighing information, reviews, and conclusions through our social connections and trust. It will be as obvious as the like and repost buttons on all social, and as having reviews under every product or service. It will eventually be indistinguishable from all basic services and social systems. Yeah, so the web of trust, and it's sort of emerging, this web of trust idea. I actually don't really know how it works, and I'm on Nostr every day. I hear about it, but I don't really know what it means. I think it's just a concept. If you know more about it, let me know in the comments. But this is going to be, going forward, we're going to have to deal with people we trust. And so this web of trust idea is good. So yeah, and this is my meetup group here, but I attended another meetup group here in town last night. And first of all, it's a Bitcoin meetup, and it's awesome. There was a lot of awesome people there, so much knowledge and experience, a lot of training, a lot of news. It's just great. If you're you should really attend a local meetup on Bitcoin. And if there isn't one near you, start one. And guess what? You don't have to be the expert. You just start the meetup and you invite people. And you know enough. And you don't have to be the expert. If someone asks you a question and you don't know, you say, yeah, I don't know, actually. So anyway, I'm going to share with you a bunch of the resources and cool stuff that I learned last night at the meetup. And one of them is blockwatch.live. It's a website, blockwatch.live. And it's almost like the block clock by CoinKite. This is also made by CoinKite. You can see here. But it's cool. If you just want to keep a web page up or put it on a screen somewhere, this shows the price and the sats per dollar and the block and the blocks until the next difficulty adjustment. The price. I said the price. But yeah, that's one. Another website is pricedinbitcoin21.com. This literally prices everything against Bitcoin. Like, okay, here we go. Here's the US dollar. US dollar against Bitcoin has gone down 8%. Crude oil has gone down 28% against Bitcoin. Gold is down 28% against Bitcoin. The United States median new house is down 57% compared to Bitcoin. Let's go down here. Oh, we got gasoline. Oh, gasoline's down 28%. By the way, do you see? Oh, here's one. Cheese is up. Whatever. But like, look, lumber, minus 33%, milk, minus 62%. There's a trend here. The trend is that everything goes down against Bitcoin. Look, I'll scroll. Like, how many green spots did you see? One so far? Oh, there's another one. Whatever. But yeah, anyway, I thought this was interesting. It's a good way to just keep an eye on how things are doing against Bitcoin if you're interested. I learned about a new miner that Bitmain is combining forces with Hut8 to create a new 860 terahash liquid-cooled rack-mounted Bitcoin miner. Now, this is like apparently 2 or 3 times more powerful of a miner than has ever existed. So, I don't know if I don't think this is available yet, but I think it will be soon. But this is like a lot better than the other miners that are out there. So I don't know. I thought this was cool, progress in terms of mining and miners. This one I've showed before. This is a bunch of charts. It's charts.checkonchain.com, and they're all free, and you can come down here and look at all these charts, and it's just a resource for charts. And again, I'll link to it below. All right, and these are Meshtastic devices that actually you can use to communicate with people close to you. You don't need the internet and you don't need cell phone service. These are like almost like radio waves that connect with each other. So you have to be within 5 or 10 miles, but it's like a mesh network where messages can hop. And so one of the members of the meetup group has a couple, and I'm going to get a couple. And these are good for not only emergencies, right? If the power goes out or the cell towers go down or the internet goes down, but also you can use them even if you're like hiking with other people. And there are many uses, very cool sort of, I wouldn't call it a new technology. This has been around for a while, but this iteration of it seems to be very handy and very cool. And it seems to be catching on. So I wanted to tell you about that. And this, I was so happy to learn about this, Venice.ai. Apparently this is like ChatGPT, where you can ask it, basically communicate with an AI on the level of a ChatGPT, and it can even create images, what I'm told. But this one is uncensored because all the other models, like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Sonnet, 3.5 Sonnet, all these other models, they're censored. You can't ask it certain questions. Certainly about, a certain political party or a certain president right now. It just won't answer questions. But it'll say all the bad things about the other guy. Anyway, and with anything, a lot of the AI these days, mostly all of the AI is censored. But apparently this Venice.ai is not censored. So I am so psyched to try this out. I'm just going to ask it a bunch of stuff, and it's private, so you don't have to worry. So I don't know. I'm psyched to learn about Venice.ai. I'm going to try it. But yeah, here's the police saying, so you have anything else to say other than no comment? And the suspect says, yes, taxation is theft and jet fuel can't melt steel beams. All right. And here are history students in 2060 analyzing World War III posts and political memes in preparation for their final exam. Imagine these people in the future that got to go through all these memes. I mean, unbelievable memes. It's going to be so good. They're going to have so much fun. And yeah, here's a message. To have gotten this far is a gift. So yeah, always remember that. We always have to be grateful for how far we've come. We have to stay humble and be grateful for so many things. I'm grateful for our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Everything we do is here. Click this link on the top. It says join our locals community. And this is our locals. It's a group we're trying to grow. It's there. Anyway, I appreciate you. Please subscribe to the channel. If you're on Rumble, follow. And thank you to everyone in the comments for commenting. I really appreciate you. And I'll be back. It's Friday, so enjoy your weekend. I was going to show some fractals today. I made a couple new fractals, but this video has been long enough. So, all right, enjoy your weekend. I'll see you Monday for another Bitcoin news video. All right, bye.